It's Latriva Deneen. I'm so sorry. Latriva Deneen here trying to learn things.
Yes, and that's what we're doing, because that's what we do here at Stunner Radio. We like to teach everybody how to do everything. So, but anyway, it's your girl already said that.
Yes.
It is Saturday. We are already in like month. I'll wait.
No, you don't wait. I will wait and use it later.
But you have to use it like 3 times. Okay. So anyway, it's February. We're in the month of love for some. And so with that being said, the year's almost up.
No, it's not. No, and I was about to go with it. I'm like, yeah, that ain't true.
Almost up.
This is month 2.
Well, yeah, we only got like what, 8, 9, 10 months?
Well, that's not almost. It's more than half.
But we're already done with January.
Okay. You're right.
Just saying, get your life together is all I'm trying to tell y'all, because the days are going. Listen, we have an awesome show today. We have none other than Stacie, the Plug Stiletto.
The plug.
I like it. Act like you know it.
I like it.
And listen, I've been listening to the other shows, and
you got notes.
You got notes written down over there.
Let's go.
Even before you came, because I didn't want to look like somebody who didn't know nothing.
Right.
I didn't. And I was like, okay, because me and myself before, you're pretty.
Yes.
Thank you.
And so me and my insecurities, I wouldn't look at any guy.
Got you.
She pretty. She ain't gonna be my friend.
Right. That's real.
But I had to.
Right.
Well, I'm past that now. And so when I was looking at her pages, look, when I tell y'all, she dropping nuggets. Y'all can learn a thing or 3.
Learn them
on how to be financially free, and that's real. That's real, because I've come across people who are phone sex operators and who have businesses and stuff, and they don't want to share.
Okay.
Somebody been telling me for years. People been telling me, "Oh, you should do this." Phone sex was one of them. Voiceovers. I've come across people who do that.
That is so true.
And I've asked men.
That's true.
How did you get into that? Somebody told me about it. Can you explain how it works?
Right.
One guy was like, "Oh, well, and I was like, bruh,
right.
So I'm not gonna be in competition
with you. Right.
Well, you never know. I thought about that too. I said maybe somebody pinched, but anyway. So y'all already know I'm a little nosy. I already want to know, how was your week, Triva D?
My week was awesome. That's all I got. No, it was all right. It was okay. I mean, I did things. I talked to parents. I was proud of myself. So one of the things that my principal is wanting me to do is call parents. Now, I am the email queen. I will email you today, because why not? And so I just don't like calling people's parents, because I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to argue with you over whether or not your child did their work, the fact that he told you 17 times. Children lie. And so I have just never enjoyed calling parents, because I don't want that kind of energy. And so, but I was emailing. But the issue is parents don't read. So that's why my principal was like, "No, you're gonna have to call and let us know if numbers don't work. Let us know, but you gotta call." So I went through, I called all the parents whose kids hadn't turned in nothing since January, and I gave them 70s on their progress report, and nobody went off. Wow. Well, the children went off on them. So relieving. Like, I enjoyed it. It was middle school. And so when somebody's mama is going ham on them because you can't, it just feels vindicated. So she didn't question me. And it was probably 3 parents. Nobody questioned me. Nobody pushed back. Everybody was just like, "Hold on 1 second." Because he's sitting over here playing Fortnite like he ain't got. And so
that sounds like my mom.
It was like, and one kid was like, the mom was just like, "No, you're about to explain to both of us why you haven't done any work in January." So we waited probably a good 30, 45 seconds in silence.
Wow.
Because she wasn't playing. And so I wanted to hear. I'm nosy.
Curious.
The child said, I realized I did so bad last semester that I was just nervous about getting started this semester.
You did that. Clean finesse. I respect the hustle though.
Yeah. She said, "So you failed last semester, so you continue to do what you did to fail last semester as your plan to not fail this semester?" I was like, "Thank you for hearing the foolishness." But I mean, I will say he tried, but it was dumb.
It was almost sort of kind of cute.
It was like, okay, so she was just like, she gave him a couple of expletives and was talking crazy to him. And I was like, well, my work here is done. I go on the weekends. And I'm feeling pretty good about myself as an educator. So I'm going to go ahead and clock out.
For all you people in the back, I'm pretty sure that's not really what every kids want to do. But trust, if you don't get up off your tail and do what you got to do,
want to get kids in trouble.
I can't. Okay, so we're going to go on with my week. Let's be honest.
For real. I like it.
My week was interesting.
Okay.
Came across.
Oh yeah, how was your week?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I made it through. I ain't push over nobody, ain't run over nobody, ain't get knocked over. So I'm good. I made it.
You did, and you purple. I love all the things.
Listen, I'm saying what you came to.
I'm telling you, I love it.
I did my homework on our guest, so I wasn't about to come through looking like
like who?
what?
Why she
On
models?
one of her pages, say she a model.
Right, she's a model.
So our guest, as you know, is Stacie the Plug Stiletto.
Oh.
Stacie, how was your week, baby? How was your week?
Girl, listen. The universe did not want me in Houston this
Glad you
weekend.
pressed.
Anything that could go wrong was wrong. I had wardrobe malfunctions. My stuff didn't show up. It was the wrong size. The person supposed to bring me to the airport to get to Houston.
Yes.
He's like, you know what? I don't feel like going. I had to take
Lord.
an Uber and pay it for $2 but whatever.
Yes.
Come on, client.
Yes.
Come through, client. Come on,
He was
client.
like, what you mean you're not going to Houston? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to miss my flight. I'm supposed to be on the road already. He was like, well, how much is an Uber? I sent them the screenshot.
He
And they said, what's your PayPal?
I sent him the screenshot.
I said, PayPal. And he said, cool, well, I'll see you when you get to Houston.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you, client.
Thank you.
Making dreams happen.
Because I was this close. I was like, they're going to kill me. I'm going to have to.
That's so
I was
good.
like, no, sis. He was like, listen, you going to have to go to Houston. You got things to do.
Yes. You got a purpose.
Come through in here and drop some gems and all of that there. I've been waiting for this. Because look, I was on her page and scrolling through, right? Trying to get information and trying to see, get a vibe and all that sort of thing. And she had on there, nudes ain't free.
Nudes ain't. She bought the shirt. She had the shirt here earlier. She was selfish and only bought one.
See it? Yeah.
One. It was probably like a small.
You know it. That probably would have got across my head.
No. It would have been hurt. You could have done it as a wrap.
But no, because the nudes ain't free part got a show. It ain't
You would have figured it out.
I probably would. You would have figured it out. Anyway, I mean, in case you want to say it, head wraps. But anyway, we're going to
Nudes ain't.
They
free.
ain't.
I need that shirt.
for the people in the back. So we're going to get into who is. What, nudes ain't free?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not.
She would like that.
Okay. Another show.
Another time.
Okay. So, I came with this one. But, so Stacie,
Yes, ma'am.
you are the plug.
Now, why do you call her the plug?
Because it was on the page.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I am the self-proclaimed plug because I like to make the joke that I do everything except for sell, tell, and wait.
That's
For legal
I got
purposes,
you.
I would never advise that you do
Either. Okay.
I am a virtual assistant.
Okay.
I am an online ESL consultant that is currently contracted with 15 different companies.
Okay.
I'm an online adult entertainer. I'm a phone sex operator,
Mhm.
cam girl, panty seller,
Mm.
a couple other quirky things for the privacy and comfort of my own home.
What is the quirkiest thing you've done? What is the
I have a
quirkiest,
client that likes to
kinkiest-
hear me sneeze.
like your genuine sneeze? So do you
Sneeze.
record it?
Yeah, we're on the phone and he'll call and we're talking about Game of Thrones. We're talking about movies and oh, excuse me. Oh my God. But yeah, now, in season 8 of Game of Thrones, I side with Daenerys. I don't think she was coming.
Oh.
Oh my God.
And how is he reacting?
I can't really say it on the radio.
Oh.
Now this is
Oh.
mostly PG.
Yo.
Mostly.
Straight up.
Yeah, and we're
Yes.
not talking about anything sexual.
Sure. Conversation.
Conversation.
Mhm.
Oh my
And he
God,
loses
I'm
it.
Sneezing, like.
Oh my God.
I have one
I
caller
love
who
it.
likes to hear me eat ice cream.
Oh.
He would give me funds to purchase all the ice cream supplies,
Mhm.
and then I'll narrate. I'm getting with the couch.
So they're not even getting visuals.
No, man, we were on the phone, and I get off the couch, and I went to the freezer, and I just opened it. Oh my gosh, look at my manicure. I love it so much. And I look at my freshly manicured hands as I open the freezer door. Oh,
It's cold in there. Yeah. Come
I'm
on.
narrating what
That
I'm
is-
doing as I'm making my ice creams. Like I said, I get paid $2.99 per minute to be on the phone.
So you need
So
to
the
be
longer I'm on
there.
the phone, the more money I make.
Wow.
So I
nice.
narrate step by step. He's waiting for this stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm prolonging the conversation. I'm making it an experience.
Nice.
So when you talk to me, you're getting the whole experience. You can see what I'm doing, even though you can't see me.
Right.
You can see me.
Nice. So you have to be able to be a talker,
Yes.
one, and have a vocabulary list,
To engage.
right? And be able to draw them in because tonation and all
Mhm.
that is a lot. You
Inflection.
can't go in, inflection. You can't go into my side then.
Go get this ice cream.
I'll be right
Go
back.
get
Hold
this-
on,
get this
okay?
Bluebell right quick.
Unless somebody requires
If they
that,
request that, then
Mhm.
okay, cool.
right?
But
But
most of the
otherwise,
time
they
they
want
want
you
a
to
moment.
be
yeah, they want you to enjoy what you're doing.
Mhm.
Wow.
Nice.
That
And
is
so,
sexy.
how did you get into?
Yeah.
I don't even know which one to pick because you got like 9 strings of income.
With the work that I do with the PSO as a phone sex operator.
Mhm.
Like again, I hopped off the porch early back in the day. Do you guys remember Vibe Lines and Live Links? The chat lines.
Oh, do I? I was a prayer engineer pink.
Man,
Wow, he is pink.
I used to sneak on the phones late at night to hop on these chat lines.
Wow.
Back in the day, ain't had no business being on there, but I was there. And
Who was paying this bill? Because I bet when this phone bill came out,
What happened?
it was butt
what
whoopings
happened
going
was
around.
I got put out.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
So she want to be grown.
That's
So be grown.
I get the story. It's coming together.
So I'm on these chat lines, and I like I said, I've been having phone sex long before I had real sex.
Wow.
I like to be talked to. It gets my goat. That's what I'm into. So, I'm late at night, I'm 11, 12 years old on these chat lines, and
Wow.
Learning
he's
how.
learning how, and he's talking dirty, and I've never had sex before.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
So I'm making up stuff as I'm, I didn't know.
What you think? And they don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, they
It's
don't
just
care.
kinky.
and
Wow.
Did they know you were 14?
That was my question.
I lied. I mean,
Of course. Of course.
when you're speaking to a child.
Right. All right.
Let's just be honest.
You know.
I'm just like,
You
you only
know
have
the
so many
difference.
words for body parts.
Exactly. The difference between a child, the difference between a child's tone
Yeah.
and a woman's tone,
Yeah.
and the vocabulary,
Yeah.
and
For sure.
you know the difference.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially if you keep coming back.
Yeah.
And then I was on the phone with this one guy, and he would call every Thursday night with, I got a thing for a dude with a deep voice.
Oh,
And I made sure that I was on the line every Thursday night. And he was like, you're like really kind of good at this. He was like, I don't want to call the chat lines because I got to pay the chat lines to be here. Can I just
Call
pay
you.
you?
Wow.
Mind you, I'm 11, 12 years old.
Right.
Wow.
Why not?
Okay, cool. I'm always been a finesse. I've always been a hustler. I went down to the local bus station. They have lockers there.
Okay.
Got me a little locker. It's okay. Well, stranger danger.
Right.
Right.
You're
I'm
still
still
cautious.
a
Right.
Right. I'm
You
still
know?
cautious.
You can leave my money in this locker right here.
Mhm.
And then leave your phone number there, and then you do it, and I get it. I'll call
I'll
you.
call you.
And he started leaving money there for me.
Wow.
At 11 or 12.
She was
Listen.
Cause PayPal
industrious.
stuff didn't exist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At all.
You were industrious from a very
Very.
early age. It's
I love
like
it.
there's a need, there's a market
Yeah. That
for
was on
this.
Let
So
me
how do
see.
I make sure I get my coin?
Let me get this bag right quick.
So
Why should
And
I
then
wait?
we had to trust each other,
Yeah.
especially back then.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I could have just took the money and just
It never
did
called.
nothing.
It never,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, you gonna keep sending me.
Exactly. I was about to say your motivation.
For free. You know, women call the lines for free, but you may not pay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already working for free.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna give me some money?
Right,
For this?
right.
I'm already doing
Well,
it.
let's do it then.
Let's do it.
Okay, Miss Ogilvy.
Oh, let's
thank
do
you.
it.
And so I heard that you did a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't necessarily got to do it because they're for sale.
Mm-hmm.
It's for her drawers.
Yes, I am a
That
panty seller.
commercial. That
And
commercial.
if you're interested in purchasing the panties that I'm wearing, you can send me an email at justpinkpanties@gmail.com and put radio show panties in the subject line. They're currently on sale for $59.99.
And there you have it.
Wow. And just like that.
And just
Will
like
you let
that.
us know when they sell? Will you just let us know
Yeah,
when
that's
they
it.
sell?
That's all I'm asking.
That's all.
And then we'll be back with a little bit more of Stacie the Plug Stiletto.
we have more.
Oh yes. I'll cut out another section. Keep talking to this one. Okay. Especially if you done came from all the way from where?
Atlanta, baby.
Down yonder. So yes. We gonna be back. So y'all get y'all pen and pads ready. And you're ready for your pen.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Me Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check and it's tax refund season, so stop by Me Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road or give them a call at 832-548-5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832-548-5927. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Look how far
Yeah,
the
that's what I really
Zachary
like
Houston's
about
premier Zachary
30
Shop
seconds, 30 seconds.
North, located in
30
Northwood
seconds.
Village Center at
Yeah,
355 Grange Road in Houston,
So, I
Texas.
really
If
wanna
you
dig
love a
into
good
that.
daiquiri and enjoy a variety of flavors, this is the place for you. Offering Creole,
You gotta
Cajun,
say
and
that.
Southern cuisine with nightly live entertainment and friendly
15
customer
seconds,
service.
15
Social
seconds.
distancing and COVID-19 protocols
you're
are
gonna
in
do it
place.
first.
So surrender all your cares and let Daiquiri Soul whisk you away
You
with
gonna do
their
it first?
southern hospitality. For more
5
information,
seconds,
visit
stand by,
Daiquiri Soul on
microphone's on high.
Facebook or place an order through Grubhub. Stop by Daiquiri Soul today and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.
And we black on. Oh yeah.
Yes.
And we're back to the Love Power Radio Show. And we have here Stacie the Plug Stiletto. And I have to say the plug because for the longest time, one, I didn't know what the plug meant.
Mhm.
He was talking about, you got a plug? No, fool, I ain't the house. What you?
So ridiculous.
No. Now that I know what it is, I think I kind of I want to call everybody a plug.
I mean, if you do it right, everybody could be a plug of one thing or another.
Yeah, but this plug, I'm so grateful that you are willing to share
Yes.
the wealth and the information on how to get the wealth. That was one thing that I really loved about looking at all of your pages is to invite people to, look, y'all can come get this.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to share the information?
What really made me want to share is when I originally started, I didn't have any resources. I don't have nobody to ask. I literally had to learn as I went.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm seasoned in the game. I've been literally doing this since the 99 to 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing new girls come into the game and watching them get scammed and getting taken advantage of, and all these other people who offer these courses they cost a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you take the course,
You get nothing.
you don't get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people, do these webinars, whatever, and in the webinar, they spend the first 45 minutes telling you their tragic backstory.
Yeah.
And then at
Put
the
me to
end,
sleep.
if you want to learn how to do what I do, you can do it for very low pages of 400 this.
You haven't told me
Bro,
anything.
nothing.
Yeah.
So sharing is caring.
Mhm.
I say that all the time, and y'all need help. And if y'all gonna do this, I want to make sure you do it right.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So I have to share. I have to give back. I had a lady take me under her wing when I first started, and she didn't charge me. She could have charged me an arm and a leg, but she was like, I see something in you and you aren't supposed to be here. So let me show you how to do this. That way you can get in and you can get out. a lot of girls get trapped and they get sucked into the lifestyle and they lose themselves.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen to others.
Nice. That's good. So are your classes
Of course not. I don't work for
She was waiting. She was waiting. Did you see her face though? Could have been here. She leaned in, baby. She did. She leaned in. I wanted to say that because I heard the conversation earlier when you were talking about no, not free. So explain why not.
I don't advise that anybody work for free. We spend a lot of time and a lot of effort on whatever it is that we do.
Right.
You need to be compensated for your time. These other people out there are compensated nicely,
Right.
And they don't negotiate.
Right.
They stand firm on their prices.
Right.
But then when it comes to us, we're always expected to do something for free or do it for the low. No, for what?
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to stand firm on their pricing. I wanted to work with, when I first started and started building my brand, it was this girl up there, Crystal Forbes, dope graphic designer, super dope. I couldn't afford her. I was broke.
Right.
Didn't have the money. But I reached out to her like, hey, you do graphics. I'm building my brand. And I told her about my brand. I'm just coming to you because I understand, you get what you pay for. You're the goat out here in the streets. I need to know how much you're going to charge me so I can put it in my budget. So I skipped hair appointments. I skipped nail appointments. I picked up extra shit because I'm not going to play you about your price. I don't want the energy back. When I tell you it's the price. That's it. That's all.
Right.
So I do not work for free because I'm constantly taking webinars. I'm paying for classes. I'm staying up to date on the latest trends. I'm making sure, okay, you want my hair and makeup a certain way? Well, I need to learn how to do this or I got to pay a makeup artist.
That's right.
So in order for me to show up and look like this and to be everything that you want me to be, baby, you got to pay me for my time.
That's right.
Just like that. So, how long did it take you to come up with that voice? I'm just curious. I did you had to work for. I understand that, you started when you were 11 or 12, but how did you have to work on it in the shower?
Yes, I really did. I had to practice because I look like this, and in my industry, they want women who are soft-spoken and who are feminine, and because let me tell you, at the end of the day, if you want me to go here, we can go here. But I've noticed you catch more flies with honey.
That's true.
Than you do with vinegar. So either way you want to do it, baby, I've got you.
So let me ask this. So you flipped it real good, real quick. So what that made me think of is, do you get dudes that are a little more hood who need you to talk to them in that way?
Yeah.
And they just let you know, like, okay, sis, that ain't gonna work. I mean, baby, that ain't gonna work.
Some guys do tell me what they're looking for. I do hold consultations with people who want, more in-depth something that's, not mainstream or whatever. That's time. Listen, you cute and everything, but I'm looking for a hood chick.
Okay.
A chick.
Right.
Well, baby, that's what you had to say. Listen, I got you, boo.
Yes.
So you think to tell me you just gonna come through here and you're not gonna bless my cash app?
Okay.
I don't understand.
Okay.
That's how it works.
You have to be multifaceted. I mean, you don't have to. There's some girls who just, this is them and this is how they talk and this is what the clients prefer. But I like a diverse set of clients. And if I want that diversity, I have to be able to cater to the different niches.
So for someone who wanted to get started in either one of your 900 streamlines of income, and I ain't mad, trust me, I'm about to be in your inbox. Really want to do that. What, one piece of main advice to get started, what would you tell them?
Don't take the job home with you.
Even though you're at home.
Even though you're at home. In my industry, they talk trash about sex workers, about girls with OnlyFans. When you're on these calls, these guys like to call you dirty names, and these white guys like to use.
Do they?
They do. I charge a pretty penny for that. When you want to get on the phone and call me
this, because you know who I am. You see who I am.
You see my picture, right? So you already know what it is.
Right. Nice.
But yeah, I tell them don't take the job home with you. They have no clue who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You are a fantasy, just like actors go to work every day.
Mhm.
The dude Junior from the Players Club.
Mhm.
Listen, I don't trust that man in real life. But if I've seen him one time
He's
I was
done
out in
his job.
California. You know, he was walking around and I don't know what he was doing, but I crossed the street.
Because you didn't want to get mixed
I don't
up.
want no smoke.
Okay.
I see what you did to Anthony. I don't want no smoke. But that was a character that he played many years ago.
Yeah.
I have no clue who this man is
In real life, yeah.
So the same with you in this industry. They have no clue who you are as a person, as an individual, as a mother, as a teacher, whatever you got going on. So at the end of your call, don't let that affect with your mental.
Mhm.
That's not you. You're playing a character, you are playing a role. You get to clock out like everybody else clocks out.
Nice. That's awesome. And that's good to know because it's easy to get caught up. Shoot, it's easy for people to get caught up in work, period.
Yeah.
You know, let alone, you know, for some, they lend themselves to that role.
Mhm.
You know, because a lot of people, when they do play their role, they do have to study. They have to, you know, see how this person is acting, or you know, get the dialect right if it's you know a foreign language or so that has to be spoken. So they have to kind of lend themselves. So that's good information because, yeah.
And I can see how it can because that is, you know, if you're acting, that is clearly a role, right? But if I am doing this at home and putting so much of myself into this presentation of myself, and every way that people know me is because I am this persona, it can get hard to be like, okay, how do I break those apart? How do I continue to be who I am in my real life? Because are your friends calling you Stacie Stiletto, or are they okay?
They're not.
Okay.
And I separate Stacie from my personal life.
Okay.
Nobody has no clue who I am in my. Okay, I like to. I'm gonna share with you guys because I love you guys.
Thank you. Love you back.
Stacie Stiletto is Regine Hunter.
Okay.
My personalized Sinclair James.
Got you.
So when I get ready for work, even at home, I get ready for work.
You get in character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. It's a ritual. It's, you know, when you go into a regular traditional job, you got to put your uniform on and get ready to get in customer service mode. And
You're right.
you know, you got to switch your lingo and how you talk. You do the same thing in this industry.
Yeah.
Even though you know you get some money or doing whatever you're doing, separate your lives
from your work.
Create new social media, and work is work, and everything else is everything else. That way, when I like this and I am dressed and I got my slutty lashes on, I got my good wig on, my girl sitting all up.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm at work.
And that makes so much sense because you had said something earlier as far as if I don't want to go to work, I don't have to go to work. And so I'm just sitting there like, but if you at home, like, don't it still feel like work? But no, if you're having to get a whole ritual together and there's an entire process, I can see where you're like, I'm not going today. Like, I'm not putting that wig on today. I'm not putting this lipstick on today. Because I was just like, if you're home, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're home and how do you separate that? Because as a teacher who's working from home, it's hard. And so it's like, if that is something and you're in my bedroom, like you're in my intimate space.
But even with that, you know, I teach online also. I have a work shirt that I put on. I have my teacher shirt. You know, I'm on social media as Nikki the teacher when I'm teaching ESL online, and I have a teaching wig that I put on, my teacher shirt. You know, I still wear pajama bottoms.
Sure.
But it's still a process. It's still a ritual because this is work, and I need to have my world separate.
Right.
So when I'm in teacher mode, I do my whole teacher thing when I'm done. I'm here playing reindeer again.
Like you said, shenanigans. What'd you say?
My shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans all day long. I love it.
Oh,
so
dinner conversation.
How difficult? How difficult was it for you, or was it, to get clients?
Good question.
Great question. That is the number one question that I'm asked all the time. How do you find clients?
Trust me,
ladies, when you're out there and the dude slide in your inbox, damn, shawty, you find this, yada. Let me get your number. I give them my PSO number.
Right.
When I'm at the gas station, hey, little mama, hey, get on the dress. Hey, shawty, let me talk to you. I have my cards and give him my card list and
Yeah.
you can talk to me
Anytime.
for free.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I use social media heavily. I'm currently
That's
blocked
nice.
on Facebook for 30 days.
Oh, what you
What didn't I do?
do? Okay.
That's the question.
You know my content and what I post. And,
Yeah, I didn't know you did some MAGA stuff, but you know they taking everybody out.
yeah, they are. And I
Facebook on
actually
some
had
whole
a
other
gentleman get upset
Yeah.
with me. He commented on one of my posts, and he was like, "You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're taking advantage of these girls." And he said, "If you're making all the money that you say that you're making, you wouldn't be doing your PSO consultations for $99. That would be minuscule money for you."
It is.
But it is.
I'm like, it is.
Who said it wasn't? It isn't. Everybody needs to charge for something.
And then, later on in his little thread, it comes out that apparently I did a consultation for his girlfriend, baby mama, whomever.
Wow.
And he was
And she
upset
sucked.
because, now she's got this confidence.
Ah.
And, she left him. She left him.
Ah.
And, she wants to venture out and get her own place, with her
Yeah.
own money, and do her
Yeah.
own thing. She no longer needs him.
That's what that was.
And so he went
I
through,
get
he
that.
recorded several of my posts.
Wow.
So that's what.
And your posts aren't anything.
I was like, there's nothing on there that's explicit
Exactly.
or
Not at all.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm strategic about what I post
Of
because
course.
like I said, sex workers already get a bad
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can do this and still be an upstanding member of society.
Sure.
You don't have to drop down and get
Sure.
sure on every post.
Every
Mhm.
month, right.
Like even on social media, I've been on social media. I love social media. I'm one of the generations that grew up with tech.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was the last generation to play outside.
Right.
But
That
Game
you were
Boy
the integration. Yeah.
the middle
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
So I've always been into tech and the social media, and I don't post full body pictures on social media.
Mhm.
When people meet me, it's like, dang, I didn't know you had all that booty. Girl, did you see how much? Other girls in the industry out here, they're like, you
Look at it
see
all.
of their goodies, and you see
Mhm.
their boobs and their
Mhm.
vaginas, and
Mhm.
like this, like
Say
I know
something.
it biblically.
I know
I
you
didn't have to pay for it.
Right.
And that's a problem. So one question. Have you ever stepped foot in a JOB outside of the house?
Yeah,
JOB.
I
Okay.
had several jobs. I am an educator. I was a teacher. I was actually in the classroom.
Okay.
I was a cafeteria lunch lady.
Wow. Those are the nicest people.
Nicest.
I've
They look out for
had several.
everybody.
I've worked in customer service.
Mhm.
I've worked at hospitals.
Wow.
I got tired of dealing with everybody in their own issues.
Mhm.
They would come into the jobs and your emergency is not my
Now
emergency.
theirs. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was a barista at Dunkin' Donuts when local Dunkin' Donuts opened,
Mhm.
and dude came in and he was all pissed off and angry. He was late for work, and I need this and I need this and that. Well, sir, I was on time for work. Maybe you should wake up a little early. I got written up.
Sure.
But,
Sure. Never mind.
it's not my fault.
That's
that-
why.
Right.
That would have
You
been
need to hurry up. You need to get my. Sir, first of all, I don't need the job.
No.
So if you want smoke, I can give you what you're looking for.
I mean,
Your
oh,
coffee
yeah,
will be
the
ready
door.
when it's ready.
Right.
It's not my fault.
Right. 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 And you still decided to stop at Dunkin' Donuts.
Sit back.
But you late. But you
Oh.
okay.
You don't care about being
I've had
late.
several traditional forms of employment, but they don't work for me. My personality is too big. I got piercings in my face.
Mhm.
I got tattoos all over my body. Thank you, girl.
I know that reminds me of Black
My-
Coffee.
My nails are
Mhm.
super long.
Mhm.
Like traditional forms of employment don't work for me
Right.
as a person. I'm
Right.
unhappy,
Right.
and if I'm unhappy,
Mhm.
I'm not going to do my job to the best
Yeah.
of my ability.
Oh, that's happy.
Yeah.
So I have to figure something else out. I
Yeah.
have to
Nice.
make it. I have to make this work for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because if this don't work,
That don't either.
I gotta go back over there.
And that's not available.
Yeah,
I don't want to go there.
So was it one of those moments like you had a poster moment, like you know what, I want this, and you quit, and then, or was it a gradual type situation?
Oh no, I quit. I was working at a daycare, and like I said, I've had the same face since the 6th grade. I look like it with no makeup on, no hair. I look like a child out here in these streets.
Mhm.
And I go to lunch. She had me 4-hour lunch breaks. You know, they was cutting shifts. It was crazy. I would have to work a couple hours in the morning, have a 4-hour break in the middle of the day, and I'd come back.
Why do I need a 4-hour lunch break?
So I go on break. It's 4 hours. So I'm gonna go on break. Right. This is a man on basis dinner. So then I come back to work, and she's upset. And so that's the problem with these young girls. They don't have respect for adults. Ma'am,
too, girl.
First of all, I'm grown. I sit in the bed with the man every night just like you do. I just look like this.
Right.
And
Too bad you don't.
I'm
pretty sure that's what your problem was.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be arguing going back and forth with you. You can have this job, sis. And I walked out in the middle of my shift. I don't know what they was going to do with the rest of the kids back there. We was in the middle of the daytime. I was like, you're not going to be talking to me crazy.
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
And I'm an adult.
You're getting my other side. So, and with that being said, we're going to talk to y'all after this break.
If you're looking for healthy meal, family style.
So we have one commercial right now. We'll go back.
If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, and we're here with Stacie, the plug Stiletto. Listen, tell everybody how they can find you, get in contact with you, and what's that?
You can find me on all social media platforms under the same name, Stacie Stiletto, STACIE STILETTO. You can go to my website, www.staciestiletto.com, and that is also where you'll be able to book your consultations. I do PSO consultations for $99 and virtual companion consultations for $149. Yes, ma'am.
Virtual companion consultations. I'm not mad.
I'm
not mad. And one, before we go on, because look, I forsook everything else that we normally do because I wanted to
get into this
everything. I really wanted to get into this conversation because we may not have this, again, anytime soon.
Right.
So, and especially with somebody who's willing to give the information, right? And we ain't gonna you have to pay for the rest. You already know, right? That's how it works. So yeah, it's been a pleasure having you here.
It's been a pleasure being
So
here.
thank you for coming and taking over all of our shows today. That was fun. It was fun because I listened and took notes on my other. Yeah, so we friends.
Almost done.
Yes. Guess what? And hopefully you will come back to hang out with us.
And will.
Yes. So because we got some other stuff coming down. Listen, before you leave, I'm gonna need to get
here for my birthday.
When's your birthday? I can come back.
The 20th. Oh, that's
February
right.
20th.
I want to work. Where I want to work.
February 20th.
We're gonna be a daiquiri soul. It's gonna be a thing. We're gonna be at the city taking
because somebody hasn't really never had a birthday.
Never.
What?
Yeah, my backstory is so sad. No, just
to get you.
And that's what I tell you that $4.99 for.
All right, I'll tell you the whole thing for 99 cents a minute. It's okay. I'm okay.
I'm gonna give y'all, a little freebie for those of you that are interested in entering my industry, and you are apprehensive about people knowing what you do. Your face doesn't have to be out there. I teach women how to legally catfish. It's really a legal thing. Yes, it is. Because one of my personalities, one of my profiles is this blonde from Wisconsin.
Come on, blonde from Wisconsin.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh.
And nobody
I always wanted to be a snow bunny.
Who she is. And they don't know it's me.
Snow bunny. Oh my
gosh.
Do you know how many white women I would be? Do you know how rich I would be? Do you know?
It's sitting in that corner. Just makes you not want to focus. I need you to.
We
got a few minutes.
So yes, you guys have options. What I do is legal work. I am an independent contractor. So, when you're telling your babes and your mates that you're interested in doing this is an actual job. I have to pay taxes on this income. This is a job.
Yeah.
And then I teach women how to do this exclusively safe.
Does this
Same
qualify as
potential.
sex work?
Yes, everything I do is considered sex work
Okay.
because, the nature of the
Sure.
business. But just even the work that I do as a virtual companion,
Mm-hmm.
that's more so on the tamer
Okay.
side of things.
Okay.
You know how on care.com,
Uh-huh.
people go and get people to come and sit with their elderly
Mm-hmm.
parents and stuff, and they take them to
Mm-hmm.
movies and watch TV and fix some lunch and stuff. As a virtual companion, I do the same thing.
Okay.
I'm paid to watch Netflix with clients.
Oh, wow.
And then in the
Yeah,
health
I
field
need to talk
industry,
to you.
people who do this, they're considered home health aides.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're uncomfortable with the terminology virtual companion,
Mm-hmm.
you can be a virtual home health aide.
Nice.
Okay.
I love it. I'm loving it.
So-
Look, you're gonna have to come back to part 2 because that's nice. So we can anyway, we're finna go down. So listen, this is Love Power Radio Show. Girl, Miss Mimi. Across the table, I got my girl.
Latriva
That's short
Denise.
for Latriva D.
All day shouting. All day shouting.
She does that. But anyway, again, thank you so much for coming through. This has been very enlightening. And
So
I'm
excited.
I'm
to
thankful that you guys
So
gave me the
glad you were
opportunity to be
here.
I'm glad
and
you
take
came.
over.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
all day.
Thank
you have to
you.
show me how to do that. 'Cause I need to.
Yeah.
I like to do that and put glitter on mine. Yeah.
Listen,
What?
they took my glitter.
That's so disrespectful.
Very.
You didn't even need the get lit. When did that look pop?
Yeah, look.
You didn't need that.
Like, you just wanted my stuff.
Yeah,
That's it.
selfish.
Seed in
I'd
heaven.
have gave it to you.
Oh yeah, she was probably hating. But anyway. So the haters, they gonna hate. So George Floyd.
It's okay.
They did a Black Lives Matter mural of his life on Alabama,
Mhm.
over across from in front of Yates. It was revealed today, guys. Check it out. I caught glimpses of it today when they were talking about it on the news this morning. So I really appreciate all the volunteer artists that took part in that. That was so awesome. I think very interesting. That they're still doing
Finding
something,
ways to celebrate
finding
as well,
ways to
yeah.
celebrate. And for those of you who can't stand for us to say Black Lives Matter because it was created
Black
by
Lives
the
Matter.
Jews. Look, regardless to how you look at it, whoever created it, we're resilient enough and we do what we do. We always take stuff to make it to do what we need it to do, and our lives matter. Period. Black, you can call us colored. Our lives matter. Stop killing us. Stop handling us like they handled that 9-year-old. But that's a whole nother show. And so I think Latriva has a Black History.
I do. So we all know and love Stacey Abrams, and she did some incredible things in terms of turning Georgia blue and her work with regard to the Fair Fight action that she works with. Just an incredible Black woman. And as a shout out to her, she has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize by a Norwegian lawmaker. A lawmaker from Norway whole nother country has nominated her for the Nobel Peace Prize. Amazing, but interesting.
It's typical.
Yeah.
It's typical of the people who created a system to keep us down and have found out that it ain't gonna happen.
But what I love is that, even with, and this is something that we saw a lot with regard to Black entertainers early on, they would go to Europe and get all kinds of acclaim and recognition and appreciation.
Yeah.
So, it's in the vein of that, right? So this Norwegian lawmaker nominated her for this. We know that probably in October is when they decide who the winners are. But Abrams and her organization, Fair Fight Action, along with a slew of community organizers, worked tirelessly to increase Black voter turnout in Georgia during this past election cycle. Her dedication led to Georgia turning blue for the first time in nearly 3 decades, helping Joe Biden secure his presidency. So literally, without her work and her effort, this thing that the whole country was watching would probably not have even happened. So thank you all for everything that you have done and do, Miss Abrams. You are a light. You are Black excellence. We speak your name while you stand with us. We just respect and appreciate everything. You are so deserving of this. And best of luck. We definitely hope you bring home the gold.
And I'm gonna just throw this out there. I know, right? I'm gonna let you have it. That's what happens here on the Love Power Radio Show. Because remember that time we made up words?
Make it up.
Yeah, that's what we do. And we're gonna roll with it. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw this out there. So hopefully one day she'll be on the show.
Yep.
Let's go have your people call my people.
Let's get her. I mean, Stacie and Georgia, all you gotta do, can you follow her and tell her to come?
I mean, I can hit her up in.
Bring her on through. Yeah, bring her on through. You can be her. You're the plug. Bring her through.
You know what? You right.
Hey, somewhere next to your name, the goat. You know, the main. Yes, I'm gonna call it that. So yes, I'm loving it. So what we got next? Let's see. Let's go for a break and then we'll come back with our wrap.
Thank you.
Attention, all
Okay, perfect.
fashionistas and ladies of style and sophistication.
Two ads on this one. And then we'll come back, wrap it up, and then I'm close it out with the 2 ads.
Attention all divas, fashionistas, and ladies of style and sophistication. Lisa Danae's Diva Den is now open for your online shopping pleasure. We offer custom designs created exclusively for the Diva Den, including our Queen collection, specifically designed with you in mind. Choose from tees, tanks, hoodies, leggings, face masks, and home decor. Tired of those cookie cutter looks and boring styling options? The Diva Den can help you get your shine on. Visit us today at www.lisadene.com/divaden. Personality, charisma, and style. A true star ready to shine at your next event. Latriva Deneen, radio personality and event host, will make your event the place to be and provide lasting memories for your audience. If you want to take your event to the next level, book Latriva Deneen to be your host, MC, moderator, or red carpet interviewer and host. Contact her at Latriva Deneen on Facebook and Instagram for booking information and pricing. And make sure to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
When he says the microphones are hot, you know I'm a little goofy, but anyway, we're gonna go on here and close out this here show. So at the end of the show, I'm special.
Distraction.
I am, really. So that's what you're here for. But at the end of the show, I would love to give you guys a little love note, something to chew on, something to think about for the next week until you tune in and chime in with us again. So, because you are our guest, Miss Stacie, what one thing would you give anybody actually to something to chew on for the for the week, something to think about?
Something to chew on, something to think about. You are valuable. You are loved. Your time is valuable. Get paid for it. Don't be out in the streets working for free.
That's it.
Right.
Hashtag nudes are not free. I'm just saying.
Nudes ain't free.
That's gonna be yes. Thank you. True D. What you got?
Hold on, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
So my chew on, I guess, is basically celebrate the folks that are around you, that are loving on you.
Yes.
Because they don't have to.
Love
you
your
know,
choice.
and when folks are taking the time to pour into you and to give you gems, receive those, accept those, and give them love right back. I know that a lot of times it feels hard and we feel empty, we feel drained, but I guarantee if you take the moment to just share a little bit, give a little bit of love out there, you will find that it will fill you in ways that just kind of continue to sit on it never would. So love on the folks who are loving on you. It's the love month and my birthday.
Yes, and it's the Love Power Radio Show.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna give you some love injections on this Saturday of love. Oh, okay. So one day, y'all, she gonna sing for y'all. It's just like it's coming. So, and for me, so I love vocabulary words. So I was looking at this show the other day, and it was something about the girl said, "Oh, I liberated the dog in me," meaning she walked away from her job. So for the people in the back, to liberate means to set someone free from a situation, especially imprisonment or slavery, in which they're is securely restricted, right? Release someone, something, or someplace from a state or situation that limits freedom. Listen, in everything you do, one thing you have to remember is that you are valuable enough, you are worthy enough to be liberated from that you think is holding you back. You're worthy of a better job. You're worthy worthy of the friendships, homies, homegirls, husbands, wives. It don't matter. You're worthy of the best of all of that. So you don't have to take none of the madness. Liberate yourself. I'm just saying. That's what I got.
Freedom.
That's what I got. This is it. It's Saturday. Make sure y'all tune in next week for the Love Power Radio Show. Stunner Saturday. Stunner Radio Saturdays. Kicking it off. Lisa Today Live. Black Coffee with a Side of Tea. Girl. Oh, yeah. I forgot. We got new shows.
Yes. We have The Recipe with Dr. Stephanie Finney, and we have Love and Entrepreneurship with Lisa the Boss Lady and her husband, Chef Alan Phillips.
Yes, and the one with Dr. Finney actually started this past week. So if you missed it, you can
Go
catch it on the Stunner Radio YouTube channel, as well as some of the other stuff. And then the new show with Lisa the Boss Lady and her husband starts on the Love Day, the 14th. And that's, what is it called?
Love and Entrepreneurship.
Yes. How to be in love with your together.
Here we go.
Yep, that's what we got for y'all this weekend. See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
If you're looking